Thank you, Chair. The delegate speaks on behalf of the youth of Kenya's informal settlements and alongside the young people of tropical forest countries. In May 2024, the floodwaters receded from Nairobi and the bulldozers arrived. Ordered to clear all structures within 30 meters of the river, the state demolished homes in Mukuru, Waruben. Joseph Mbata, reported to be only 5 years old, was crushed when a bulldozer brought down his family's house. Chair, he was not killed by the flood, he was killed by the response to it. This conference speaks often of implementation gaps. It speaks rarely of who is in the room when they are made. Kenya is not a laggard. It filed its second nationally determined contribution on time in April 2025. Its grid is 90% renewable, and it contributes to less than 0.1% of historic global emissions, yet loses up to 5% of its economy each year to climate shocks. And yet, in 2023, Section 5 of Kenya's Climate Change Amendment Act deleted the nomination criteria that guaranteed civil society, marginalized communities, and academia their seats on the National Climate Change Council. Chair, this delegation does not ask the conference to take on that trust. On the 2nd of May 2025, the High Court of Kenya quashed the appointments to that council, finding the process unlawful for want of public participation. The exclusion is not alleged, it's adjudicated. In March, the Ubuntu initiative founded by the delegate convened its first session in Kayole, designed from a survey of 200 households. What the caregivers reported was not an absence of resilience, but that no one had ever asked them what resilience would require. They had been counted, listed, and named in policy. They had been consulted in none of it. This delegation therefore submits that children and young people are not constituency to be informed after decisions are drafted. Under Article 12 of the Paris Agreement, Paragraph 64 of the Glasgow Climate Pact, and General Comment 26 of the Committee on the Right of the Child, their right to be heard is already established law, binding on Kenya since 1990. It's not aspiration, it's obligation. And Kenya has already proven the mechanism works. Under its financing locally led climate action program, all 47 counties operate ward committees through which communities themselves assess risk and direct investment. More than 2,200 locally led projects. Kenya built the participatory machinery. It works. The only body from which the people were removed is the one at the top. The position of this delegation is fourfold. First, that Kenya restore by statute the independently nominated seats and add one for youth and child rights. Second, that a standing community climate assembly be established and the council legally obliged to publish how its input changed decisions. Third, that Kenya legislate the Climate Finance Accountability Framework, the 2023 amendment omitted. Fourth, that the conference recognized what the first global stocktake established. The binding constraint is not ambition, it's implementation, and implementation is a question of who is permitted to speak. Chair, one philosophy governs this: Ubuntu. A person is a person through other people. No future is legitimate if it's built over the heads of those who must live in it. Joseph Mbata will not address this plenary. The institutions that failed him can still be repaired. The delegate submits that repairing them is not charity. It is implementation. Thank you, Chair.